Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Today we are going to be making a soap inspired by crystal. Now I know there's lots of different types of crystals. There's lots of different types of things that fall into the gemstone or geode category, but I wanted to do something that was purple because this entire nature collection doesn't have any purple in it, and that's something that you guys really seem to like when I do that in soaps and stuff. So there you go. We're gonna be doing the crystal soap. On top of each bar is a banded amethyst, it's some of my favorite stones. They are so stunning. I think you guys are really going to like the inside. I'm gonna keep this intro very short. Yeah, and let's go ahead and make the crystal soap. Guys, look at this beautiful bucket that Simeon got. I'm gonna go ahead and pour my lye water solution into my oils here. Make sure I don't knock over that stick blender, which I am wont to do sometimes. Okay, and now I'm gonna blend on high until everything's incorporated. All right, amazing. Okay, so let's split the batch into 5 equal parts. Oh my goodness. So that is the only thing that I can find fault with for round containers. They don't have a pouring spout, and so the likelihood of your soap jumping out of your container is far greater, especially if you're working with bigger batches like this. This is like a lot of oils. It's over 200 ounces of oil, so I'm just gonna have to be careful with that in the future. This might be a bit of a learning curve for me, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I am struggling to talk like now. See, my words aren't even coming out right. This was so heavy and I'm having to lean so far over this table. Okay, and I am going to scrape out my container here because I'm going to pour the soap back into it for the design we're doing today, and I don't want a lot of uncolored soap to mix with my colored soap and then make weird streaks in the final finished product. So for the colors, let's talk about this scheme because it's going to be really cool. First up, we have titanium dioxide. I buy mine. Well, there's lots of different places you can get it. I like the one from Wholesale Supplies Plus, and I think the suppliers that, you know, they're not the manufacturers most of the time, so I'm sure as they change their contracts and get their, you know, black oxide and TD and stuff from other manufacturers, then, you know, it will probably change on who has the best, but I really like Wholesale Supplies Plus. They've been pretty consistent for me over the years. Also, I added in some black oxide. I get that from TKB. And then I have I Dream in Purple. This is from Mad Micas. It's a lovely kind of lavender purple. I'm adding in a lot because I want it to be really pigmented today. And then we're gonna add in some Grape Ape to this one. This is a neon purple, super pretty. And then we have some Pow Pow purple. You kind of have to add a lot of purples if you want them to be truly purple and not just like, I don't know, they can be gray if you don't add enough. So if you've noticed that all of your purples are turning gray, you're not adding enough color. You gotta put some more in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna blend these up. I'm gonna go from lightest to darkest. Yes to all this. So now I'm going to add in my fragrance oil. Today I am using Lavender Martini from Nature's Garden. And I say this every time, if you don't like lavender, don't shy away from this fragrance oil on that account. It's really good. The lavender is not very present. It's just a really fabulous scent. Okay, so now I'm going to begin blending in the fragrance oil by hand. I'm gonna do it by hand on this one because it's a medium pusher. It's not like it sets up super fast, but it gets going once you mix it in. And I would like this to be sort of a geode looking soap. So I need some finer lines in there, and you really can't get them if your batter is too thick. So we're sticking to hand blending on these pots here. And honestly, I'm so pleased with the color lineup because I think it will be enough difference so that it's really, really noticeable, like that there's 3 different purples in there, but it's not so much that it's, I don't know, distracting, I would say. You guys have been asking me to bring back an Amethyst soap. That is my most highly requested stone soap besides the lapis lazuli or lapis lazuli. Not sure however you'd like to say that. And of course we're not using real lapis, you're using sodalite to put on top, but that one is also very, very sought after. And in an attempt to break up the colors that look a little bit similar, I'm going to pour into my bucket in a certain order. It's gonna look a little bit like this. That way this black and this purple are a little bit far away from each other, and so that the purples too have been separated. All right, so here's my big bucket. Let us begin. I'm either gonna do 2 or 3 pours. I don't think it really matters. I think that the effect is gonna be pretty much the same. Who knows, maybe we'll go for 3 just to make it more intriguing. All I'm gonna do is continue to pour the soap right into the middle, and it will then displace the next color. Sorry if you see my little tripod stand on the side. I'm filming a TikTok of this process. And the black here. And I know it really looks like it's getting far too mixed in, but I know my consistencies pretty well. This might be a little bit on the thin side, and I will probably use a ladle, but it always looks runnier than it is. It always looks like it's mixing more than it is. Even so, I'll probably drop this in. I'll just go ahead and put the rest in. The white, I want to make sure I get all of that in there because I don't really want any of it on the top of the soap. The other colors I do. Dum dum dum. And the black. And then the purple. And like I said, the only one I'm going to scrape is the white because I don't want any of that on the top of the soap for like an accent. I want that all swirly on the inside if I can. All right, looks good. Let's go ahead and pour it into our large slab mold after this quick commercial break. Okay, so I let my soap batter sit up for about 3, maybe 4 minutes. Hopefully it will not splash everywhere at this point. Looks like it's still a little bit runny. Next time I'll probably wait a little longer to pour it. This is definitely more swirly than I originally wanted it to be, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll get about half of it poured in here. Then we'll start making some passes and some swirls in different directions. It already looks really, really cool. Now I'm just gonna start going up and down because that's what's gonna make the nice, pretty design. Then I am going to scrapey on my big container, which yes, admittedly, it is easier to scrape out a round container. So I will definitely tell my brother Simeon that he wins with that arena. Okay, so now for the accents. I am just gonna put some of my extra color here on the top. Right, a little more of that neon color. And for the lavender, oh yes, it's so dark and mysterious. Okay, so now I'm going to pull all the soap one direction. One direction. Do the design on top a bit like this. It's thin enough that I can do this with relative ease, and it looks really, really pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna swirl the edges in just a little bit because they don't have as much color. And now I'm gonna let this sit for a little while because it is not ready for me to add anything to it. It's still too wiggly and jiggly. So I'll be back in about 15 minutes or so, and we will add the stones and the glitter. Okay, so the soap has been sitting for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so that you can get a nice close-up. And I just want you to know, I am wearing overalls, and I have all the stones I'm putting on the top and the front pocket because they shake when I walk, and it sounds like I'm a merchant on old cobblestone streets who's like, I'll make a trade with you. How much do you want? And they've fallen out of my pocket like 3 times, and I refuse to put them on the table. It's so much fun to reach into the pocket. Okay, I'm rambling. Let me show you what Caleb built. Look, he took all of your suggestions and hath crafted a new divider out of PVC and fishing wire with easily replaceable wires on the side. It's all glued in. I'm so pleased. You guys gave the best suggestions, and it's working now better than ever. It is still a little bit high. I wish I could figure out how to get it like closer. That way I'm not having to like sneak my little sausage fingers down here, but we can't have everything, can we? Okay, so let me try to put these on. Okay, that's quite easy. That's way easier than I thought it was gonna be. These banded amethyst are just so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this because it's a little hard for me to see this way. I'm just gonna turn it like this. Oh yes, that will be much easier. Oh, looks like I've done fairly well thus far. This guy was a little off kilter, but no big deal. Well, I hope you guys are having a really lovely March. It has been so busy for me. A lot of you probably know that I'm renovating my soap studio. We're almost done. It has taken, well, by the end of it, I feel like it's probably gonna take about 10 weeks. So it's been a lot of fun decisions. I really can't wait to share with you guys our process. I hope to have about 6 videos, give or take, about the whole thing. Also, I asked this to Instagram, but I want to talk to you guys and ask it to you now. There might be 2 questions of the day. I'm just, fair warning. I asked Instagram if they would be interested in me doing a series where I go make over a space like a kitchen, or I was thinking mainly of my friend Caroline's bathroom, and then design a soap or another product to match. So as you guys know, I have lotions, perfumes, so you can really tailor a lot of different products to go in lots of different places around the house. You can also do things outside, you know, you can have citronella burning candles, you can have bug sprays, and I thought that would just be a really fun way to include lots of different things in the video, so it's not just soap making. It'll be like a makeover, and it'll also be like some interaction with other people, and maybe helping somebody accomplish a goal, like, I don't know, organizing their kitchen or something like that. So there could be lots of different things, but in one video, and then like at the end, I'll design a soap or a product for the space and gift it to the person and do like a space reveal at the end. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, like the comment that I will pin down below. There will be a pinned comment that says like, yes, I would totally be interested. That way I can kind of get a gauge on how many people really would like something like that. I don't want to like put out a bunch of content you guys think is super lame. All right, that was the last rock there, so I can remove this. Ooh. Looking so fancy. Now turn it to the side here again, and it's time to put the glitter on. So the glitter I'm adding today is Purple Fizz from the Good Glitter. Literally perfect. And I am affiliated with the Good Glitter, so you can use my code down below to get 15% off your order for all of your glitter needs. I am just gonna sprinkle this down the sides. I don't want to get it too close to the edge here because that's where the soap will just be cut and it won't be nearly as effective as right here next to the rock. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on either side, and then that's gonna be it, because I really want this design to kind of be the showstopper on top. This glitter is just because, well, you know, I can't stop myself. I see a glitter, then I have to have it. Just on soap though, mind you, just with soap. I'm not really someone who enjoys like a lot of sparkle on anything else. I don't have glitter and decorations on anything in my house. I don't wear glitter on shirts. I don't have it on cups. Like, it's just soap. I like it to be sparkly and fun. And my nails, that would be fun. I like glitter on my nails too. All right, well that is about it. And this is what the soap looks like up close. Overall, super pleased. Might wait for it to set up a little bit more next time, but live and learn. Who knows? It might be perfect. It might be perfect. That little amethyst right there is calling my name. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sit for 18 to 24 hours, and then we will come back and we will split this slab into loaves and cut the loaves into bars after this quick commercial break. Okay guys, so you can probably see this is not the soap that I made in the video. I lost that footage. I don't know where it went, but I have updated and actually done all the things that I was gonna tell you about in the first video, which was letting all of the colors sit a little bit longer all together. That way it wasn't quite as runny when we poured it. And you can see that gave me a lot better color distribution. It's not nearly as mottled as it was. So I'm just going to line this up with my cutter here. Actually, let's come down here a little bit. It's always so difficult with stones. So I'm just gonna press down gently, pick up a bar, and this is what it looks like on the inside. So first of all, let me just say, I love having a dark amethyst. I think that just adds like a lot of depth and beauty to it. I mean, look at that. So stunning. I really like, I've liked recently doing darker soaps for the stones. I'm kind of a light and airy person. With rose quartz, I specifically make it a very light pink color, but this is so mysterious. Now, the question of the day, I want to know which of the stone soaps that I have made is your favorite. I have a couple of opportunities to put a stone soap in some upcoming collections, and I want to know, do you like the lapis lazuli soap that I made? Do you like the rose quartz? Obviously here we have an amethyst. I have lots of different options that I can do, and I want to know which one's your favorite. Look at this. Man, that looks like a piece of modern art. I'm always so impressed with what soap decides to do. It feels like it's its own living creature and I'm just watching it. I hope you'll never watch this and be like, wow, she sure is proud of yourself. Because it always does feel like it's doing its own thing and I'm just watching. So I can't take credit for all of the beautiful swirls done in this bar. This is just how the liquid decided to flow. I feel like a lot of people that end up doing like acrylic pours and stuff kind of feel the same way. They have different pours that are better than others just because the paint's flowing different. So that's kind of how I feel. Anyway, tell me what you think about the stones. Do you think I should, you know, do more? Which ones do you prefer? Let me know, because I really care and I like to make things that you guys, I mean, look at that. That is just, that is freaking fantastic. That looks like a real like geode or something. Hint, hint, you know, geodes and all that good stuff that you've probably already seen. If you haven't seen my mom and I making resin geodes, well, you might want to check that one out because we don't know what we're doing and it's funny. And a ton of people ask me, so I'm going to tell y'all once again, what do we do with the end pieces? Well, we chop them in half, so they are half this size, and we put them in sample packs of 4 so that you don't have to commit to a full-size bar. You can try 4 different ones all at one time. So there you go. That's what we do with them. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you liked all the swirls and the designs in there. This soap will be available with the rest of the Nature collection the 2nd Saturday in April. I have all of the details now on the screen. I highly recommend setting a timer. These are gonna go fast. Crystal soaps always go fast, succulent soaps always go fast, and mushroom soaps always go fast. So I'm just putting that out there. I hope you guys are really liking the soaps this month. I feel like I'm a little self-conscious. I was self-conscious, and I talk about this in some other video, like this entire collection, I felt like a ton of pressure to really get right. And seeing it on paper, I was like, I just don't know if it's good enough. But after I've made it, I feel a little bit better, but I'm really anxious to hear y'all's feedback about how I interpreted each element and each like part of nature and stuff. We have a salt soak coming up. So yeah, you know, salt, crystal, water. Was there something I missed? Let me know down in the comments below. And be sure you do something fun for yourself today, whether that's rifling through your old rocks to see if you can find something beautiful, or perhaps having a lavender lemonade. So good. I don't really care what you do, but do be sure you do something fun for yourself. And I mean that earnestly. I know that I say that in every video, and that's kind of like a shtick now that I do, but every time it comes out of my mouth, I think about those words, and I think about who might be watching this video and how much they might need to hear that. I know that there have been times when I've watched YouTube videos and it really meant a lot to me when somebody else was just like, hey, if you're in a crappy relationship, this is your sign to get out. Or, hey, if you're having a bad day, just want to let you know that there's somebody else on the planet that cares. I don't know why that means so much, but it really does. I think that there's just like an innate desire in all humans to feel loved and stuff. So I know I'm kind of tripping over my words now because I'm getting vulnerable. I'm sorry. Seriously, take this as a thing. Go now. Do something fun for yourself today. Take a breather if you need to. And sometimes something fun for yourself or something good for yourself is doing something a little bit hard so that you'll feel a little bit better later. Again, I don't know who needs to hear that, but surely somebody does, so there you go. And I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, have an absolutely royal day, and bye for now. Meow!